Hi guys, how you doing? Good to see you. Still getting set up here. We got snow last night. I suppose you guys didn't, huh? Let's try to find it here. Bookmarks. There. Crap. Where is it? Hmm. I have to look for it. Let me look and see what you got. You got a blackout? Hey, Kyle. Missed the looting and the shooting. Where at? Where'd that happen at? I'm trying to find StreamYard on my tablet. Might have to just go in through YouTube. Hate these little things here. You guys have to use these. You have to turn them on for them to work right. There it is. Hey, David, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you. I'm still getting all set up here. Hold on. Where was the looting and the shooting at, Uncle? I'll have it all big here in a minute so I can see what's going on. Oh, you been lurking, David? Yes, looting and shooting in California, the Bay Area. I know. I didn't hear about that. When did that happen? How are you doing, David? I saw that in Minnesota they had some rioting. California never been safe, Kyle. All the yuppies live there. Were they looting and everything from the power outages where they turned the power off? So they're going in there and looting everything, everybody, and beating the shit out of the low life motherfuckers and stuff. Probably is Antifa. I know there was some Antifa at the protests up in Minnesota. The ones that wear the yellow stripe on their arm. I think the yellow striped ones are not very bad ones. Isn't it the ones that have the white stripe are the worst ones? You know, Uncle? Isn't the ones with the white stripe were the ones that are supposed to be the badass ones? Oh, there you are.
Oh, there we are. Okay, I got a good signal. Sorry, it's dark.
You're all black.
Wonderful. It's wonderful. My light starts running off a 12-volt car battery. It's wonderful California. Day 2 of the blackout.
So what the lootings from all the blackouts then?
Be Northern California, be Central California, and now Southern California. But like I said, this isn't my first rodeo. I got everything set up. Oakland got hit really bad on the first day. They were shooting at PG&E guy, guy trying to fix the stuff.
Yep.
At him at Oakland.
Oh, really?
Huh. Yeah, the cops are out full riot gear, and they got a curfew in Oakland. The foothills, no towers are working because up there, half the towers, depending which company your towers belong to. I know Horizon don't have generators. I know the other two guys, AT&T, and the other guy I can't think of, Horizon. They have batteries or generators.
Yeah.
Stole her.
I took.
Yeah. Somebody stole the Horizon's generator. They took a chip. So they drove off with it. And then we had a bunch of fires in the next county over.
Yeah.
From the power lines, there was people running their gas generators too long. It's the second day and it caught on fire. You can't run them for 24 hours straight. They only go like 4 hours per session. And then
they got cops in riot gear up in Minneapolis.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it sounds like, Minneapolis and then Ohio, I think. They have riots because Democrats are out. Because
they had them in Minneapolis because Trump was there.
Right. And then they had that big, whatchamacallit, debate coming up.
Town hall in Ohio.
Right. And then they had that big debate over in Ohio at a university. I can't think of that on the 15th. So
then Antifa guys, the ones with the yellow armbands, they're low on the totem pole, right?
Right.
And the ones with the white armbands are the high totem pole guys.
Yeah, those are the agitators. Puppet Master, remember?
I was just trying to figure it out because they had some Antifa at the protests in Minneapolis because I was watching it on TV before I came in here. And they had yellow armbands.
Yeah, they're all puppets. How much snow did you get over there, Will?
About 3 inches.
Oh, that's not too bad.
No, not bad for here.
Now, Montana.
More tomorrow.
Right. Montana got 6 feet.
Yeah.
Billings, Montana.
Not too bad here. The roads aren't blocked. The roads are clear. So.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, like I said last week, we got some weird weather coming up. And I've been trying to figure out with the mathematics and stuff. And it's coming out really hinky. I wonder how Steve's doing in Southern Cal during the blackouts.
Oh, the blackouts are right over there by him.
Yep. In Anaheim. That's one of the areas blacked out next to Malibu.
Hey, Ryan, how you doing, my friend? Good to see
Hi,
you.
Ryan.
Grab that link. Come on up here and talk with the boys.
You're all
Kelly,
set.
how do you pronounce that? Shibbit? Kelly Shibbit. Hello.
Hi, Kelly. Anyway, you're set up for winter over there, right?
Yeah,
Good. Because I gave you guys enough warning last.
I
Well,
hope they get that money put together for Cheryl so she has a car this winter.
me too. I've been trying to help, but you know me. Well, I'm sick.
Yeah, me too. I put the link up on all my other pages. I know some people in Washington that make pretty good money.
Yeah, and then what you call it? Will Patriot and Ryan from Prescott Club did pretty good thing for them because they were having trouble with the
You're
trash
down to
trailer.
69, David.
But
David's down to 69 in Alabama.
no, that's not too bad.
Yeah, we had about 4 inches of snow here, Dave.
Yeah, here it's going to be 43 tonight.
How about you, Kelly? You got any snow yet? Anybody can come up on the panel that wants to. I just throw a link up there for you guys.
I think someplace I can't remember is going to have hail and sleet because I'm trying to study that air curve coming from Canada. And Hubble's cat says it warm and sunny, but she lives in Toronto. This thing's coming
There's
down the middle of
Gil.
what?
Gil's here. Hey,
Hey,
Gil.
Gail,
Hey guys.
how's the
I
weather
didn't
in
see you lurking
Idaho?
out there. And you must have just popped in.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I think there's a delay though. Yeah, I
Maybe.
just did.
Popped in, popped on, huh?
I'm here.
How's the weather up there?
It's cold. Yeah, there's definitely about a 10-second delay.
Maybe it'll straighten out. That's what it takes for me sometimes.
I just redid the wiring and the rotors upstairs, so I'm pretty good. Last night before was horrible because the winds and the blackout, they all screwed up all the rotors up there. So, and mine's like 5 miles away, so I gotta go up there and readjust everything.
If you see dark on Uncle Al, it's because he's on a power outage.
Got car battery hooked up to this.
Hey, Kyle. 69 in Florida, huh? You got it
I'm gonna have
made,
to go out
buddy.
and come back in.
All right. I'll be here waiting on you. How you doing, Kyle? I got 4 inches of snow if you need some.
If you want, Kyle, you have some of this blackout right here.
Yeah, he's spoiled. He'll just probably stay in Florida.
I'm not too worried. I got my crossbow loaded. Who needs an AR when you have a crossbow? I can't shoot that fast, but I wouldn't be like the guy at the end, the 60-pound crossbow. So
Yeah, probably colder in Alabama. You go into Alabama, don't you, Kyle? Let's see where I'm at here. We're hopping tonight. I got mine says three in the room.
Oh, that's good. I can't read anything. Once I cleared up the static and the reverb, I don't see anybody on the comment side. So I'm guessing.
All right. Hey, how you doing, sister? Kaylin came in. Hey,
Oh,
Kaylin, good
good.
to see
Hey,
you.
Galen.
You're up there where they're doing the riots, aren't you?
I think that's Idaho.
Oh, no, she didn't live in
Idaho.
Idaho.
Iowa.
Iowa.
Right.
I got about 3 inches here, Kaylin. 3 inches of that white stuff.
Kyle, did you see any snakeheads? They're crawling out of the ponds into the roads.
Kyle says he's in South Georgia.
They got invaded by the whatchamacallit, snakehead fish. It's on the roads now.
I wonder if Steve's okay. He's in the blackout part of the world, I think.
If he's a prepper like us, he shouldn't have a problem.
I wonder if he got a badge for that.
Yeah, good. I got the other up.
Yeah, Patton. All right, hold on, Gil.
Yeah, the light came back on.
There you go.
Ain't as dark anymore. I'm keeping the car bat around for a while.
There I am. All right.
How's that, Gil?
I think it's working a lot better now.
Yeah.
Gray man. Hey, how you doing, Gray man?
Hey, Gray Man. Hey, Lily.
Hey
I
guys.
think they got it close to LA as blacked out, Gray man.
It's Malibu,
Hey, Willie, how you doing?
Anaheim, any place where the Santa Ana hits.
I don't think he's right in LA.
Who? Steve? Steve, I think, is close to. Yeah, I think he's close to Disneyland.
Yeah, he's Orange County.
Yeah, parts of Orange County got hit. One part
Hey, Wiz, how you
blacked
doing?
out, the other isn't.
Yeah, I know that the PG&E did not shut down as many as they thought they were going to do in Northern California. They never did touch Contra Costa County yet.
Nope.
And Alameda County was left unscathed as well.
They said they'd know more by morning, isn't that what they were saying?
Right.
Yeah, they're doing it hour by hour because
Right.
the way the microclimates is in the San Francisco Bay Area, it can change in 5 minutes from being dead calm to being 40-mile-an-hour gusts.
Wow.
And then the trouble is the transmission lines go over those, like Feather River Canyon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And everybody wants to live in California, right?
But those aren't the only transmission lines. The other transmission lines are coming across the Altima on by 580 through Livermore,
Right.
off of the windmill farm out there, and off of the coal plant, the coal turbines out farther. But yeah, it's the Altamont is always windy. That's why they have all those windmills up there.
Right. And I forget, Oakland Hills. You heard they had looting and shooting. They shot at PG&E crews.
Yeah, they shot a PG&E crew out somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah, so Highway Patrol and Oakland Police is out on force. They had a curfew out.
Yeah, there's over in Concord, on the other side of the hills from Oakland, is I'm not gonna say which office complex it is, but there's one office complex that has like 6 floors of PG&E employees on it. And my wife works there for the property management company. And all of a sudden, there were all these security guards there.
Didn't they get a?
PG&E was footing the bill for that.
Right. But didn't they get egged?
Not at this building because it's not advertised as being a PG&E building. They just rent several floors of it, like 4 or 5 floors. And it's, a bunch of other buildings, a bank downstairs, some other stuff in there and stuff too. But so most people don't know that the PG&E it has that many any floors at the place there. So yeah, that one's pretty much under the radar, but still they had a bunch of security guards show up around there.
Yeah, it's getting a little hairy because the corridor between San Francisco and Lake Tahoe, that strip.
80.
Yeah, 80 and I think 80 and 49. I'm not too sure.
Well, 80 is the main one up to Sacramento. From Sacramento to Reno, you got 80 and Highway 50.
Which one that runs through Sonora and Nevada City?
50.
Okay, 50 and 49. They had sparks coming up transmission wires on Wednesday and Thursday, so there's no wind, but they're taking no chances. They're repairing like crazy over there.
Yeah, I put up yesterday. I put up a quick video on it, and I had a map in there showing the different places that PG&E was going to be shutting down and their concerns. And even though it was centered over the San Francisco Bay Area, you saw up there towards Reno, and on the Nevada side, north of Reno, there was a strip up in there that was highlighted because of the winds that come up there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I just had the overhead light kicked on. I'm not in the dark anymore.
You got snow yet, Gray Man?
Yeah, we got a surprise yesterday. We got a bunch of snow yesterday, about 2 inches. And at one point, it's coming down so hard I couldn't see the neighbor across the street. But it was blowing everywhere. It wasn't coming down. It was coming down at about that angle.
Was that in California then?
No, I'm up in Idaho right now.
Idaho?
Yeah, and it was going into the garage here and everything. And I mean, it was ugly for about 2 hours there. Then it stopped. Sun came out, but the temperature stayed below freezing.
So yeah,
we still have a couple things of snow in there. Hey, Ryan.
Hey, Ryan. Hey, Gray Man, I got like 2 or 3 inches last night. It was weird too. It was like thundering really hard, just like rolling across furniture across the top of me, and lightning all around me. And I looked out, and it was fucking snowing.
That was probably the storm that passed through here, because it was heading from Idaho. It was heading in a east by southeast direction.
There goes Ryan. Is he on a mobile?
Yeah, you'll probably get it in a couple of days, Gray Man. I think it's headed that direction. We're supposed to get a little bit more, I think, either tonight or...
Hey, Ryan, you're looking better.
Where'd he go?
I can see him. He's looking better than he was before he blacked out.
What are you doing, looking out the window, Ryan?
No, I think he's trying to get reception on his mobile.
Yeah, he may not be having sound like I had problems with sound.
Is he having sound issues?
I don't think he's wearing a headphone.
What are you doing, Ryan?
I think he's talking, but the phone's not picking up.
Can you hear us?
Shake your head if you can hear us.
Not if you can hear us.
Yep.
Yep.
It looks like Ryan's got the same clothes hanger that I got behind me at his place.
I think that we're going to have a lot more this year, Gray Man. We didn't get any last year till after January. So, yeah, it's not even December yet. It's already snowing here. So, yeah, I think we're going to get dumped on hard.
Yeah, I know. Like, last year, the compound here in Idaho didn't get any snow until after Thanksgiving.
It was after January here before we ever got any.
So much for
Ryan's
global
trying to
warming.
hook up. Ryan, can you hear us?
Still can't hear you, Ryan.
No. Lost connection. That's the only bad thing about cell phones and mobiles, because our area, we have Horizon, and they're running off batteries and generators for our Wi-Fi signal. You heard
Yeah.
what happened to T-Mobile. Somebody stole their generator.
That's because they got the best stuff. They got the best toys.
No, somebody took their generator from their cell tower, and I guess it's powering somebody's house.
Yeah, all the Costco in Concord, the Harbor Freight in Pleasant Hill, the Sam's Club in Concord, the Harbor Freight in Vallejo are all out of generators.
I heard Sonora and Nevada City had the same problem.
All my power has been flickering here. When it flickers, then that knocks me off my internet. So then I gotta wait for the modem to reload.
Yeah. Yeah, my wife was saying that they haven't lost power there yet, but I have a 8,000 kilowatt 8 kilowatt generator, and it's all set up. All they need to do is fire it up, plug it into a reverse receptacle I have on the side of the house, and just run a couple of extension cords to the 2 chest freezers and the refrigerator.
That's how I was in Washington. I had my generator out in the garage. And if power went out, I just went out and fired it up, and I would take I had a cord with 2 male ends on it, and I would plug one into the generator. I had a receptacle right below the power box. I would plug it in there. It would run enough power through the box that I could keep my ice box and stuff going, I could turn off the rooms I didn't want it to run and just let it run right to the kitchen and stuff. So I had a couple of outlets I could use.
Yeah.
Hi, Trent. Anyway, Gil, is it propane, natural gas, or diesel?
Gasoline.
Oh.
Yeah, I got this 25 years ago. We were having problems back then, but I run it, for a couple hours every year just to keep it going. And earlier this summer, they were taking down the transformer out on the power pole in front of our house, and they're supposed to be down for most of the day, maybe overnight if they had problems. So I flushed all the gas out at the beginning, even though it was running. I flushed it all out, put new gas in it, tuned it all up, and it's ready to go.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I prefer either propane, natural gas, or diesel.
Well, what I want to get though is a 10,000 watt tri-fuel generator. It runs on gasoline or natural gas or propane. It just has a little dial on it. You switch it to whichever one you want to run it on, and and it just goes.
Yeah,
that's from Northern Tool.
All right, Rod. That's cool, bud. We'll try you again next time.
Yeah.
You have propane and diesel, Gray Man? You got you get a big generator or just a little one?
I think he has what I got is a big one at the ranch on the farm with my nephews. That's propane and diesel. We tried natural gas, but we had problems with it.
Usually, if you got a propane one, they're pretty good size.
Oh yeah, it isn't easy. It's like a ton.
Well, see,
little bit building.
they make some of the propane ones that are like the regular, 5,000 watt, 8,000 watt, 10,000 watt size on wheels. But the ones that you get from Northern Tool and from I forget the other place, on the side of it they have something about this big around that you plug in. It has a line for the gas. It has a line for the natural gas, for propane, natural gas, and it has the fuel tank on top, and it just has a dial on it. You turn it to whatever one you want to run it on.
Oh, he must have a pretty big one. He said it's a Generac, and it runs the shop and the house.
Yeah, he probably has a 10, 12, or even a 15 kilowatt.
Oh, that's pretty good. Oops. That's pretty good. Sorry about hacking over here. Here I got my whatchamacallit, natural gas generator, and my battery banks. That drives me nuts, but I live nearby a golf course. I can switch out batteries easy.
Oh, you can go out there and practice teeing up the golf balls all day, huh?
Oh, true, true. If anything goes bad, there's plenty of golf carts. You just scoot.
You just go steal the batteries out of them.
No, no, he's not stealing them. He's rotating them for him.
Like I said, this isn't my first rodeo.
Just go down and start taking the batteries out.
I prefer a horse.
Yeah, up here in Idaho, though, I don't want to go with a diesel generator because it gets cold enough where the diesel can gel up.
Yep.
That's why I want to go with one of the tri-fuel ones because we got natural gas here, but I can pick up a 500 gallon propane on a trailer and bring it in here if I need to.
Oh, that's good.
That's probably you got what you do, Gray Man, right? You just got a big ass propane tank. Ryan said you forgot to pay the electricity bill.
My youngest son, who just turned 20 a couple weeks ago, wants to take the generator we have at the house there in California and build a Faraday cage for it with the sort of like a resistor thing, so that voltage can only go one way through it, so it'll only go out. That way, if there's an EMP, it can't come back in.
All right.
And I told him, well, you better make it big enough so it has it doesn't overheat. And if you're going to do that, you might as well just make it soundproof. So he's designing a thing for it. And his older brother is taking engineering courses. He has one more class before he gets his degree, and he's helping them. They're designing all the stuff on it to make it put wheels on it and everything so we can tow it. And it'll just, it'll sound like a little putt-putt scooter is all the noise it'll make. So you won't be able to hear it from the front of the house, and it'll be EMP proof and everything. So I'm leaving it to those two to take care of that. That's their project. They're going to have fun with it. But when it's done, I will do a video on it.
Yeah.
That's good.
Kaylin said you can't have a generator. There ought to be something you could do. You're in an apartment building, right, Kaylin?
Battery's your best bet.
I would go with something like battery or maybe some solar panels right off your deck or something that ran into inverters to some batteries or something.
Hi, K-Fab.
Hey, I didn't see you sneak in. How you doing? Good to see you.
Now, I took off my solar system from the California house. I got it all up here. I just haven't had a chance to get it all installed yet because I'm going to build a stand away from the house that I can take and rotate have it rotate and follow the sun and everything and tilt. In the wintertime, I can turn it so it's straight up and down so the snow doesn't build up on it.
Oh, yeah. So you want to put an electric driver on it so they tilt back and forth, right?
Yeah, with a couple of photocell aimers, so it automatically tracks the sun. When the sun goes down, it'll be pre-programmed to go back to where the sunrise was. So when it comes up in the next morning, go up. But yeah, that's going to be one of my projects for next summer. But yeah, I got all my deep cycle batteries up here.
Listen to Gray Man. He's got the perfect cure for you.
If I was a drinking man, I might take him up on that.
14-year-old scotch will do the trick for sure. Put a little honey with it.
Yeah, and lemon. Yeah, my drinking days are over. My kidneys are shot.
Yeah, me too. I haven't had a drink in a long time. I was thinking maybe I should try it just once because my back hurts pretty bad sometimes.
No,
So maybe a couple shots before bed might help me get a good night's sleep.
Hey, Lily. The one thing I do have that's working here right now is I got one of the Kodiak. They call them solar generators, but they're actually
Right.
like a battery pack with built-in inverter and stuff. You're supposed to hook up to a solar panel so it charges it and run everything.
Oh,
Well,
you got inverters for yours?
I got one of those Kodiaks here. It's actually sitting downstairs right now, but it'll power my travel trailer out there. It has a 30 amp travel trailer plug on it, so I can plug it in. I can run everything except the AC.
Wow, that's pretty nice one.
Yeah. Fortunately and unfortunately, they discontinued it. They stopped making the Kodiak. They upgraded it, and they now make one called the Apex. In fact, trying to think of get my names confused here. Not Anthony.
Dan?
At the Prescott Caliber Club.
Ryan.
Oh,
Ryan, yeah. He did.
Ryan
He did.
hooked up Kodiak.
Yeah, he hooked up his Kodiak, which is the exact same one I have, to hit that 12-volt refrigerator freezer of his, and he ran it for 36 hours.
Yep.
But you see, he has the Apex, and he has it in his Faraday cage as backup, and he just he'll bring it out to charge it up and top it off and put it back in.
That's good.
So what about you, Lily? Tell us a little bit about your channel. What do you do? Trent's a gamer / live streamer.
Hey, Alana, yeah, Kodiak is a brand of chewing tobacco as well, too. And it's also a boat, and it's also a program in the Boy Scouts. So there's a lot of things called Kodiak.
Yep. Boy Scouts, that brings back some memories.
That's the other reason I'm not too afraid about what's going on in California. My youngest son is a Eagle Scout, and he has the Denali Award, and he has 4 Eagle Palms.
Oh, that's
Pretty good.
pretty good.
And to put that in perspective, you take 100 regular Scouts, only 2 of them will make Eagle.
Yep.
And you take 100 Eagle Scouts, and only 2 of those have the Denali Award.
Yep.
My son
almost did Eagle. He got pretty close, and then he got hormoned out.
And then those that have the Denali, about only 50% have 3 Eagle Palms or more. So yeah, I'm really proud of my young guy there.
I thought my son was going to make it, but he didn't quite get there. So,
yeah.
But he tried. He was in Scouts for I don't know ever since he was 11.
Yeah.
Until he was almost 18.
Yeah, my older boy had you need 21 merit badges to make Eagle. He had 37, but he just did not want to do the project. He had a year and a half to do the project and didn't want to do it.
Yeah, that's basically what Dustin did too. He liked doing all the other stuff, but he didn't want to be pinned down to that one thing,
Yeah. Yeah, Alex was the same way. He was just, he loved going up on the waterfront stuff. He loved doing the shooting sports. He even did the rock climbing and the backpacking stuff. The really hard ones.
Yeah, my son. That was my son. My son was afraid of heights, but Boy Scouts got him over it with all that rock climbing and
Yeah.
climbing on the ropes and sitting on the poles on top and stuff. I couldn't believe
So
he got all
Lily
up under
lives in
the
New
belt.
Zealand.
Sheep?
You live in New Zealand, Lily? So it must be starting to be warm there then, right? It's 5:40 p.m. there. Boot camp for a gray man, all that stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I went through all that stuff with my son in Boy Scouts.
Okay, hang on a
I
second.
started out
I'll be
being
right back.
to remember I was just I started out just being a guy that sat there and made sure they were there for the meeting. Then I started doing some of the other stuff with them because I had experience at the outside stuff. You want spring back? How cold is it there, Alana?
She lives in Minnesota, Will.
I know. Did you go down to the protest, Alana? 45 right now? Yeah, it's pretty cold here, too.
Okay, I'm back.
You didn't go to the protest? There was a lot of people down there.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, this is my Kodiak. So all the bigger it is.
Yeah, that big coat, that'll big enough to power a lot of stuff, though.
Yeah. It's got iron lithium batteries.
Yep.
So yeah. It's one of the nicer ones, but there's the one I really want to get that just came out, $2,600.
There was thousands there. They said
Yeah.
there was 15 to 20,000 inside the arena, but said the number outside the arena was about twice that amount.
Yeah.
71 in Florida. He just keep rubbing it in, Kyle.
Hey Kyle, you start bragging like that, Murphy's Law is going to turn on you, and you're going to have a hurricane come in there.
It is starting to get hot there. Oh man, I'm coming to live with you for the winter.
I'll trade you the blackout for winter.
Have to move to New Zealand in the winter and come back in the summer.
Okay, Grayman, what's that? Minnesota elected a 1% biker as governor, a comedian for the Senate, and a terrorist to Congress, but they don't like Trump.
They're laughing all the way then, huh, Gray Man? 41 in Des Moines. Well, that's a heat wave, Kalen. I think we're going to have a tough winter. It's already snowing here.
Well, didn't I say it's going to snow in a couple weeks? About a month ago?
Yeah, you kept telling me that, yeah.
Yeah, tonight's our low here in Idaho is supposed to be 11 degrees.
Mhm.
And a high.
Politics anywhere, Gray Man, is funny.
Not anywhere. In California, politics is not funny. It's sad.
Sad.
Yeah, it's very sad.
You could cut the state in half. One side's rural and Republican, the other side is urban and liberal. And nobody likes each other.
They get too serious in California about their politics.
No.
Well, the Republicans are mad at the Democrats. Democrats took over in, I think, 92. Ever since, the Republicans never forgave them.
How many deer you got already, Gray Man? Look at this. Oh, shoot, I can grab it if I can. I got to do a review on this thing here sometime this week.
New scope?
Yep. Just came in the mail.
Ooh, that looks
nice one.
nice. Yeah.
I got to do a review on it. It's a 3.9 by 40. 3.9.
Cool.
But he didn't send me the clamps for the barrel for the gun. Clamps or they could fit on the
The
Piccadilly.
mounts?
Yeah. So I emailed him and they'll be here on Monday. So
Well, that's good.
I'll wait for them to get here and then I'll do a review on it. It's gonna be 29 there. Kaylin, when's that gonna happen? Tomorrow? They're talking about the woods. You
Yeah,
probably
Gray
don't
Man's-
have any woods left there, Gray Man. You probably got all snow now, don't you? All those roads that you were taking us on your videos over the summer, probably all covered with snow by now.
Yeah, all the snow we got here, most of it's gone. It didn't stick more than a half an hour on the roadways. But yeah, if it's the lot where the lawn is shaded by trees and stuff, the snow's still there. But in the open fields and stuff, it's all melted.
You'll have
Oh,
to
that's
get you
good.
some snowmobiles for your compound, Gil.
Nah, never doesn't get that bad. I got my 2 tractors. I can drive around anywhere in town on my 9N or on my Coyote.
Yeah, it'll get cold in the wintertime getting no snow. You could use them to go into town on. It's like when I lived in Washington, I didn't get any snow hardly where I lived because I lived in the wet portion of the state. But I had snowmobiles so I could take off and go to the snow level and take off. That was kind of fun because we would stay in the town on the other side of the mountain and just drive right out from the motel out into the middle of nowhere, go snowmobiling.
I guess Lana's having a bad time with the snow and temperature there. She said it was 33 overnight where she's at. Last year in October, it was 70 degrees. That's like here. I mean, it's this is an early snow winter season here.
Yeah. You don't live too far from Spokane, do you?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I'm on the other side of state. I'm south of Idaho Falls, so it puts me about 100 miles, 200 miles from Yellowstone.
Closer to Montana.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm between Pocatello and Idaho Falls.
Oh, okay.
What's weird though is from where we are, 15 miles north to Idaho Falls, they get probably on average an inch or 2 more snow than we do. Then you go on up farther north to Rexburg, and they get 2 or 3 more inches. And it's amazing in 70 miles the difference of snowfall and temperature drop the farther you go north.
Because the more you go north, higher you go in elevation.
And it's just it's really dramatic here. The level is because down by Pocatello and farther south, they got some snow and it was gone. I mean, it melted really quick. Ours is still sitting on the ground in the shade down there. There's no sign of it.
I'll give it time. By Thanksgiving, you should be snowed in.
Yeah.
Alana doesn't want to ever have white Christmases. You can say that, Alana, but usually after you get where you don't have to get them anymore, you want the snow back. So it's just the way it goes.
Gray Man lives in the desert. Well, I lived in the northern plateau deserts of Arizona my junior and senior year in high school. And my senior year on April 1st, well, put it on March 31st, it was 75 degrees. The morning of April 1st, there was 3 feet of snow on the ground in the desert.
Yeah, but
the other end of the Grand Canyon, right?
Yeah, it's on by the North Rim up there, but it's east of it there towards St. George, Utah.
Right.
In that high desert there. But yeah. Yeah, we woke up 3 feet of snow on the ground. It's like, what?
I was there one time when it was middle of July and it snowed.
Yeah.
Try herding cattle through that.
how much snow you usually have on the ground by Christmas time, Gray Man? He lives up by the Canadian border.
I thought he was living in Minnesota.
Yeah. Yeah, he says Minnesota there.
Are you still here, Trent, or did you leave and come back?
Yeah, we have a up the road us at a town called Shelley. There's a family market up there, Brome's. Right now, for the first 2 weeks of October, they are having case lot sales on all sorts of food and stuff. Ridiculously low price. They got to be selling it at cost. And I picked up $200 worth of canned food and mac and cheese up there yesterday for my daughter.
Well, that's good. I had mac and cheese and mixed vegetables tonight with chicken.
Yeah, she did a tuna helper last night. Yeah, I picked up a case of 48 cans of tuna and 24 boxes of mac and cheese, and then 24 can case of chili, refried beans, canned peaches. I've got 48 cans of diced tomatoes.
You're a good dad. Yeah, Gray Man lives where they drive out on the lake to go fishing in the wintertime.
I don't mind the boonies of Minnesota. I just don't like the cities. I got mugged in St. Paul, so that was back in the 70s. I can't remember what Air Force Base was in Minnesota. We were moving stuff like radar or something. Gil, do you remember the Air Force Base in Minnesota?
No, I know the one up in Minot, North Dakota.
Right. There's an Air Force Base in Minnesota Yeah, I know. I spent a couple winters there too. Never again. I always loved digging out nuclear silos. What do you mean it's buried under the snow? Of course, the guys in the silos weren't too happy about it.
Yeah, I got a friend that lives up in the northernmost point of Minnesota, up there where you got to go through Canada to get to it, on the other side of the lake there, up by Oak Island. And yeah, she says it gets really cold up there.
Oak Island.
It's up by Angle Inlet.
Is that near Canada?
You actually have to go through Canada to get to it because it's on the other side of some big old lake up there.
Yep. God, I'm old. No, Duluth's not too bad. I like Duluth. You guys ever have potato pancakes?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
my grandmother, her maiden name was Schwartz, and her grandfather immigrated to the U.S. And so they lived up in the northern peak of Idaho up there. That's where she was born. And they used to make potato pancakes all the time. And then they all moved to California. Every once in a while, they get together and make potato pancakes.
I forgot. They used to call them like lackeys or leakies or luckies.
Oh,
Oh, they're
yes.
quiche. No, it can't be quiche. Alaka? Aluka?
Something
What?
like that.
Yeah. Because when I was up there during my Air Force days, this one couple gave me a potato pancake size of a dinner plate. And I was only 129 pounds back then.
Lutefisk.
Okay.
Now, I know what that is.
Gray man, I'm eating lutefisk ever again.
Ladka,
I think it's Laka, yeah.
Ladka.
Yep.
I got two monitors here. So I got my laptop and it has I got two monitors. So I'm looking over the other one here, Googling stuff for you guys.
Yeah, I'll never eat lutefisk again. That was horrible.
Lutefisk sucks.
And it's a survival food, too, of the Norwegians.
I like lefse. I don't like lutefisk.
Who eats a fish that's soaked in lye?
Gray man probably likes lutefisk.
Okay, fish soaked in lye. That popped up real quick.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. And that's lutefisk.
And that says
There, no on lutefisk. I had it with the cream sauce. That was even worse. They said it's good for you. No, it isn't.
Norwegian.
I don't like
Yep.
it.
I had it with cream sauce and pearl onions. Never again. I might feed it to Antifa or ISIS, but I will never eat it myself.
I love Gray Man's response. LOL. Hell no.
Hell no. Big hell no.
I ate rotten shark before in Iceland. That wasn't as bad as lutefisk. Lutefisk was bad.
She had potato pank. Is that pancakes or just is that a different thing? Pank.
Yeah, dear.
Is there
I
a
think it's
potato pank?
Polish. I think that's Polish. I can't remember the word for it, but it does sound familiar.
When I looked it up here, it tries to call it panko.
Yeah, it sounds right.
And what does it say?
Gray man said he had some lutefisk, but he said he had it with a bottle of Jack Daniels to wash the taste away.
What country?
Poland.
Potato pancakes are good. Yep. I think everybody knows how to make potato pancakes.
Well, there's like 5 different versions. There's a German one, a Swedish one, a Denmark, and there's one from Poland.
And it's a Jewish kosher dish too.
Yeah, that's from I think Warsaw, Poland, or Hungary. I can't remember which one.
and even in Germany too.
Yep.
And it's a Hanukkah dish.
Sounds right.
Use it for catfish bait, Kaylin? Hank?
Oh, there's a Russian kind too, according to Alana.
Yeah.
Well, I think Alana's been to chef school or something. She should know a lot about cooking. I got room for some more people up here on the panel if you guys want to come up.
I think everybody's either on phones, I think.
I think they can come up on their phone too. They just gotta push the button.
Right. They have to have that.
It's not an app.
Not the app. It's something else. I can't remember.
Just comes in through the browser.
Yeah. My trouble is the feed because I'm looking at the monitors and make sure if I got enough feedback from the
speed. You have to deal with the speed.
Not speed. I got to deal with the big tower going out because they got batteries and generators on it now, but we're still in blackout in California, so I might blink off. Like this.
Yeah, and Governor Newsom went and signed a thing telling the ham radio operators we don't need you anymore, blah, 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 blah. All the other crud. What do they need right now? Hey, they need ham radio operators to get some information into certain areas.
But didn't he sign something that we're ditching ham radio support?
Yeah.
What the hell's wrong with that guy?
I don't want to know if your power's still out, Uncle.
Oh, yeah. I got the big lamp right here on car battery, and I got a few other things on my main battery support. Like I said, I got generator and batteries here. So, like I said, this isn't my first rodeo. I run the battery because it's quiet at night. Nobody hears the generator. And I got the small Chinese diesel one. You ever seen that, Gil?
What's the brand? I've seen several small Chinese ones.
I think it's HWANG something. And there's a line and there's a Chinese name to it. Honghua. The nice thing about this one is it has a flywheel. So, and all I have to do is crank the flywheel really fast, and it starts and it runs for 12 hours.
Is it diesel or
Diesel?
Diesel, yeah.
Yeah. Only bad problem is everything's in Chinese.
Yeah, we were talking about ham radios the other day, weren't we, guys?
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah. On Monday.
I didn't realize so many people had their license were on YouTube.
Yeah. You know, it's like I have my license. My wife has her license. My daughter's thinking about getting hers.
I'm thinking about getting mine. It's only $15. My buddy that was in the room the other night when we were talking about it, he said that if I got mine, he'd send me one of his amps.
Yeah, I got when I was a couple of years back, I set up a program for the Boy Scouts called SHARE, Scout Ham Amateur Radio Experience, and basically it was a program by where we got tried to get the Scouts to get their ham radio license, and we'd have did it over 3 Saturdays, and we'd print out the entire pool of questions, eliminate all the wrong answers, so they'd read they'd read a question and to give the correct answer.
Yeah.
We tell them don't memorize it, just read through it so you become familiar with it. And then we had classes going over all the stuff that was that they
You memorized the answer to every question.
No, we don't want them to memorize it because that gets too hard. If they just read it and become familiar with it, so when they see the question, they go, "Oh, that should be," and they look down. Oh, that's the right answer. We had a 65% pass rate for young
that's good.
scouts.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah, but yeah, we had some really good ham radio operators come in and talk about and teach the lesson portions of about antennas, wave frequencies, and all the other fun stuff, propagation, the ionosphere, stratosphere, and how it affects radios and everything else. And so,
yeah, great man. I understand it's not going to matter during SHTF, but you need to have it so you practice before SHTF.
yeah, so you know how to use it, so you don't jam up the airways and screw it up for everybody else.
Yep. I see on the list right here, Alanta and Kayla needs a heater and a tiny generator. Well, we don't have a couple of $1,000. We will buy you that Kodiak type of generator for power, but for a heater, Jill, you brought it up, Mr. Buddy heater.
Mr. Heaters, they got all sorts of neat ones out there. They got the little small personal ones. They got little round ones.
Yeah.
Oh,
Actually,
yeah.
what I used when I went camping to heat my tent was a little propane lantern, little miniature one. And I'd go snow camping, and I'd keep one flap open so it'd heat it up, but it'd have airflow.
Yeah, you can get a small one that kind of runs off of solar, or I can't think of this other gas. It's another type of energy. But you can get one there like $89. I'm thinking, wow, that's pretty ingenious. You could just throw that in your bug out bag.
Yeah. I'm old school here, guys. I still used to use the Coleman heater one that you pump up.
Oh, yeah.
Gas.
The white gas.
Yep.
I got 4 of those, and I had someone give me 3 practically brand new of the white gas 3-burner stoves. Because they were going to propane. They knew as with scouts, they go, here, if your scouts can use this, and the scouts are too afraid to use them. Everybody wants to use. So I got 3-burner, practically brand new, in the original boxes. So I got them up here in Idaho at the compound. Hey, Gray Man, communication is right. If you get a chance, check out my my channel. I got a 2-part video series that I used to teach at emergency preparedness fairs on emergency communications.
Yeah, go check his channel out anyway, Gray Man. Camp Patton.
Family compound.
Yep.
Good stuff out there. You'll like it.
Oh, yeah. Good.
Just so everyone knows, a little bit, I just retired from the Department of Homeland Security. I was the emergency management coordinator. Basically, I wrote emergency tactical response plans for everything from infectious disease, pandemics, and everything else.
Ryan, are you going to put up Camp Patton's link for me? Thanks. Appreciate it. It'll get up there in a second, Gray Man.
Anyway, the biggest news thing I ever saw was this diesel heater come out from South Korea. Again, I don't read South Korean, but it takes 24 volt or 12 volt. You put it in your diesel truck or your RV or camper. You get a 5-gallon fuel tank. You run a hose to it, unless it's electrical, and it burns diesel inside your car or truck or RV, and you heat the whole thing up. I was looking into it, but I don't read Korean. I know one guy who did it, but he reads Korean, and he's Korean. He's a prepper too, so. But diesel, what is it, like 4 something?
A gallon?
Yeah.
I'm set for what, Kaylin?
It depends where you're at.
True.
Is Ryan still in here? Ryan the gamer?
I'm not sure. I just threw it. It should be popping up there shortly. I just threw it up. So yeah, it should be popping up right
Pretty
after
good. He's
Kalen
pretty good.
strains.
Brian's usually pretty good about doing stuff like that.
He's probably trying to hunt it. I always keep one open on my other monitor here, so I just grabbed the ULR and threw it in there. Should be popping up here shortly.
I could just open another window and grab it.
Well,
It should be coming up. I see something in the
yeah, it
comment.
should be coming up right after Caitlin's strains while you're set for sows.
Yep.
The stove collector. Oh, you didn't hear me put up Camp Patton's link.
Oh, it didn't
Brian.
show. I wonder why. Huh? Because on my other one, it's showing here on my other.
Sometimes it takes longer. I've noticed. I got my phone open too, and usually it takes a while to catch up between the devices.
Yeah. Well, I'm on the same one. I just have another window open on the same browser with it, and I wonder why it didn't pop in there. Huh?
I think it's a lag problem.
You got a lag, Kalen? Yeah. You got bigger problems than that. You got blue too.
Alana, is that
Oh,
Alana?
you came up. I don't see a link on there.
That sounds good. Yeah, because I just type that T. Oh, I know why. Because on the regular chat, I don't have the blue monkey wrench.
Oh yeah, you don't have it. How come?
I don't know.
I got a T.
Yeah, I put that T in there. I just put that really quick to see if it.
Now you got one.
Okay.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah. Okay. And it should be rolling up here in a second here, because we got.
Now it's up there.
Yeah.
There it goes.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's throwing them up there now. Heck, I just will throw one up there too.
Let me see what's going on here. That didn't look right. That's.
Well, one of them should work. Yeah, I used to do weird stuff when I used to
Let me
live
try
in
this again here.
Section 8 apartments. I used to put my own wood stove in one. Never do that, folks. You got to know how to do that. You have to take out the window, put in the piping, the fireproofing and everything. And then you just have to build a fire inside the apartment building. Of course, it tend to freak out a lot of people.
Yeah, I made you a wrench there, Kalen. That way you can do whatever you want to do here. You're a mod over at my other one too. You just will be one here too.
Oh, thank you, KFAB. Box hasn't shown up yet, right?
Here a link, there a link, everywhere a link. Oh, McDonald had a link.
It's kind of funny. I keep telling people for a year and a half this is going to happen. The blackout. Nobody ever listens to me.
Yeah. What's really bad is that on
You can't find Bill in your channel list, Ryan?
around September.
Now you should go to that page and see if you've been unsubscribed from him.
Yeah.
Good old YouTube does that once in a while.
Yeah. It was a DMAC said, Dan. DMAC
all right,
said,
Kalen, thanks for coming by, my friend.
He became unsubscribed
I will
to
see
me.
you out there.
All right.
Go ahead, Gil.
So on around September 1st, September was National Preparedness Month. Around September 1st, PG&E put out that in October they were going to do the shutdowns because of the winds. And they listed 4 or 5 counties. I know they listed Solano, Sonoma, Napa, Mendocino, and I think one of the counties said, "Hey guys, you guys are going down. We are not going to have another fire." And nobody listened.
I have one viewer right here, and I think she noticed, but I guess not. And she's having a field day complaining about this, and she had to throw away food because, like I'm found, working stiff. So, you want to hear some foul language coming out of a mother of one? Watch that channel.
Yeah.
I got a letter from Social Security today saying that they took my disability away from me.
How come?
They said that I was no longer eligible for disability.
Did you tell them what you miraculously healed me?
They said I was too old to get disability, that I had to go back on regular retirement. So it basically just took my money out of that one pocket and put it in this other pocket, and I'll be pulling out of it instead of out of this one. That's what it sounded like, the way they worded it. Again, they didn't take any money. They didn't give me any extra. They just changed the amount, the place I was getting it from.
Yeah.
Well, it's better than mine. They have me listed as dead.
So instead of getting disability money, now I'm getting retirement money.
So, Al, since they listed you as being dead, did they give you one big lump sum?
Nope. They say I don't exist since 1982. And I talked to a lawyer. They said it's going to cost you anywhere from $2,000 to $6,000 to get this all straightened. And you have to go to Washington. I'm looking at them. Are you serious?
Well, guess what? When you get it, all that money is given to you retroactive. So you get this big bucket of money.
I hope so, because I figured out about 5 years ago, it's like 12,000. And I mean, not 12,000.
That's what they did to me.
$150 a month. But
That's what they did to me when I went on disability. They didn't pay me for like 6 months. They put me on this thing called SSI.
oh,
And I was on that, and they just that's like $400 a month. I was on that for like 4 or 5 months, and then they approved me to go on disability. But so all that money I was supposed to be making for 4 or 5 months, I just got that retroactive. They just sent me one big check. I was like, whoo, party's on.
Alana says that difference is you can work while on retirement, but not so much on disability.
No, that wasn't it. They told me my work permit was expired. When you get taken off of disability, you can't work at all. You're deemed as retired. See, when I was on disability, I could work up to, I think it was 20 some hours a week. I could go work somewhere for 20 some hours a week, and then they wouldn't take any of my disability. But if I worked 28 hours or 29 hours, then they would take a percentage of what I made out of my disability and keep it. So I just never worked. I said, to hell with that. Besides that, I couldn't, I can't stand up for very long. If I stand up too long, then I end up falling down. So it's better just not to stand up at all, unless I have to mosey from one point to another point, and usually somebody's walking with me.
yeah, that's why a lot of YouTubers are going to like into income streams. They think they could do live streams a lot, but live streams are only limited on making money.
Yeah. When I first started doing YouTube, I was outside. I was able to walk around and stuff. I've just been getting worse and worse because of the disease I have, But at first, I was outside taking videos and all kinds of stuff. But I've just gotten bad enough I can't stay out as long. I can go out there and do it, but I have to have somebody with me. Like usually my son goes outside with me now, and because he knows I like to go outside to shoot some of my stuff, so he'll just go with me. He'll say, "Wait till my day off, and I'll go with you, Dad."
You don't want to be on film and falling over.
Well, I don't want anybody to see me fall down.
That'll get you views.
Yeah, make sure you have a drone so you can video yourself falling down.
That's what my son said. Well, if you start to fall down, give me the cameras so I can get it on tape.
All right. I just hit a small milestone. I guess got 2 people subscribed to me. I'm at 350 now.
Oh, that's good.
Not bad. Can you consider that June 16th was when I started on YouTube?
All
That's
right,
even
cool.
better.
Yeah, my COPD also did, Kay. Alana. I didn't get really bad till actually about a year ago. For then, it was just a slow progress thing. But I made a deal with the God guy, told him if he made it so I could motivate until my kids got out of high school, I'd be more than glad to do whatever he had planned for me. Well, he did that, and now I can't hardly walk.
I'm promoting 500 KFAB. So
Yeah, my son's going to be 20 this year, too, in just a couple of months, Gil.
that's Dustin, right?
Yeah. You got a couple of months, he'll be, let's see, 20, I think it is.
Yeah, I got to do the series on money. I don't mind being broke. I'm not poor, just broke as heck. And I lived through, like Will said, I lived through a lot. In a van down by the river, in government subsidized apartments, in a trailer. Never a trailer again. I hate that. You want to go to hell? Live in a trailer.
I don't know about that. It depends on the trailer and where the trailer is at.
That's right. I was just going to say, it depends. Sometimes a trailer could be a good thing.
East Texas in a trailer.
Okay, now you're talking tornadoes and heat.
No, hurricane and heat. I lived near Corpus Christi.
Ooh, yeah.
And it wasn't the double wide. It was a single wide or half a single wide. It was one of the older models.
Yeah.
It had a swamp cooler.
Yeah. My sister had one of those, and she had it on the my parents' place in California there. And when she finally bought a house, she left it there. And so when I moved back from Arizona from after high school, I moved into it. And it wasn't that bad. Of course,
Yeah, if you get a good trailer, it's not bad. I got a bad trailer.
Oof.
Sometimes the trailer's better than nothing.
Better than a cardboard box.
Yep.
That's why I lived in a van down by the river.
I've lived under a bridge. I've lived under a bridge before, so.
Well, in a van, it's not that bad because I can rig the van. And it's not that bad. I had a stripper with me, so that was pretty good. But you know how the summers are here.
Razor knives matter too. Thanks, Gray Man.
Razors, knives, razor knives.
Yeah, I did my 3-knife challenge from Anthony. So this is my everyday carry. It's a
razor knife. Yeah,
it's a
those
razor knife. This is a really nice one because it locks open. It locks in at an angle here, and it locks closed.
Yep.
So you can't accidentally open it up, and when it's open,
yeah, I've got one.
How most of you got to push a button and fiddle and fart with it to get the blade out.
Mine is.
Watch this. To get the blade out, I just roll my thumb down here, comes right out.
Yep, that's the same one I got.
Yeah, beautiful,
right
lovely
here.
one.
Right here, see.
Yeah.
It's got that little blade where you just push the button on the side, comes right out.
Yeah. Yeah. My other one, my Husky one here, this one's it opens up, no locks open, but it doesn't lock closed. This one's a pain to get it
This one
out.
has two tool bits inside. See right here.
Oh, fancy.
You can take them out and put them in the bottom when it's closed up like this here. Oops. They want to fall out. Come on. Hell, I must not have it. There it is. I didn't have it all the way in there. So they come out and you put them in right there, and then the handle becomes a handle for your tools.
Now that is a prepper tool.
That is a prepper tool. And I use it for my leather work. I like it because I can get it put in my hand and it fits in perfectly. So I can. Oh, I see what happened. That thing broke. Nice.
I got too many knives.
Figure out a way to fix that.
Before I got married, I was buying knives and swords and everything else all over the place.
Yep.
I have a gun safe half full of knives and swords.
Ditto here.
Yeah.
That burned down with my house. Now, I have a knife with a spoon. It's a good knife.
There we go. Now I got it.
Oops, there we go. I think this is a key bar. If I last remember, I used it on deployments. Oh, let's see. I like it because it has a can opener on it. Look at that puppy.
Yeah.
That would work.
That looks like a Boy Scout knife.
Yeah, it's key bar. It does look like a Boy Scout knife. I can't remember which area did I help invade. Can't be Kuwait. This was before, after that. Yeah, it's some country. I can't remember.
Oh, you bought a new knife today, Great Man? What'd you buy? Yeah, I saw your spoon knife thingy. I have one of those too, Alana. I have that in my my just go home bag, the thing I put in my bag that I just sit in the back of the Jeep all the time. In case something goes wrong, I have a way to eat my victuals with it in there.
I cheat. I just use regular silverware just to get everywhere.
It's something, well, the one I have is something like what Alana has. It looks something like this.
Yep.
But when you open it up, one end has a fork, one end has a spoon. You can take it apart. It comes apart and does all kinds of stuff.
Oh, Gray Man, you sound like I used to be. Today's the only day this month you haven't bought a knife.
There you go.
Oh, you bought a couple of them. You bought 2 or 3 of them. You must have been bored.
Yeah. I've been kind of partial to Gerber knives.
Yeah, you buy what you pay for. You buy the name. That's why I hate those things.
Yeah.
I tend to cheat. I got knife and a fork.
I kind of like,
And a
what's the
spoon.
name of it?
I got about 20 of these hidden all over the place.
Shoot, I can't think of the name of it now. I was just thinking about it. I have a couple of them.
No, Gray Man, it's not a bad habit. It's just one you got to control.
You
Right.
pay for quality. I don't know. Sometimes a high name knife isn't really quality.
Nope.
Actually, the one I didn't put my most unique knife on there on the thing because I forgot all about it. My most unique knife actually is a scraper knife that my dad made it when he was a machinist. He made it from a big chunk of bandsaw blade, like it's like an 1/8-inch thick bandsaw blade.
Yeah, those are pretty nice. Yeah.
And he plasma cut it and ground it out, and Oh, geez. He died 30 years ago. And so he gave it to me about 5 years before that. And it stays out in my shop, and I use it for like scraping head gaskets off. And it's a really tough, and I've sharpened it maybe 3 times in that time period. And it holds an edge. And for the handle on it, he worked at a plant called Signode, where they made the strapping and the nail guns, the Pasteloid nail guns and stuff, and the nails. And he wrapped it with the Signode strapping tape. And that stuff is some really tough tape, and it's been on there for like 35 years. Works great, feels great.
Yeah, old horseshoe files or any kind of old steel for a bandsaw blade, anything like that, they were all good knives.
Yeah, I think that was some of the last American-made steel bandsaw blades.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was. I'm not sure why they had it there in that plant, but yeah, they had a couple of them. And the one year they were changing them all out, and he grabbed pieces of it and he chopped up and made about 40 or 50 of the knives for all the guys in the plant.
I think it was in the 90s, wasn't it, when they switched it out of the blades?
All right, so I got married in 88. My dad died in 89. So he made this blade for me in 84. Every 4 years at the Signode plant in Pittsburgh, they would change out they shut the plant down for a month in the summertime, and they change out all the pneumatic cylinders, all the shear blade, and they change everything out. Just change everything out, whether it needed it or not.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was before the 90s when we get all this weird Korean and Chinese
automation.
Stuff. Yep. I still get problems with the hand. I can't manipulate like used to. Arthritis.
So, Alana, you see you got a knife that looks like a bathlet, or the one that looks like the Klingon knife with the funky blades, the multiple blades on it.
The knife with the blade that goes up like that.
No, the Klingon bathlet is the big, huge, like two-handed
Chinese sword
thing coming up on it with the multiple
right.
Two points on each end.
The center of it.
And then the Klingon knife. Shoot.
I can't think of the name of it.
Klingon knife.
It's like a little
Daktang.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, it basically has two. It has the blade in the middle with two things coming up on it, and the blade has a big slit missing out of the middle of an enlarged pointed head on it. And the two little blades on the side are spring loaded, so basically it's together. And you plug in, it opens it up for the fight.
Right. I'm just old school. I like.
You need a third knife if you wanna. You got one, don't you, over in the drawer for your steak knives and stuff. Grab one of your steak knives, and then you'll have enough to do the 3-knife challenge.
Or you do like Virginia, grab the plastic knife. I still have a bunch of those from my old days.
I'm not sure if this is going to work.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Yeah, right there.
Yep.
That's the Klingon knife.
Oh, okay.
There's also a Klingon sword that's not too
There's where's this other one here? Yeah, there's another example of it.
There. Okay.
Yeah. Come on, work.
Yeah. There we go.
There we go. Get it adjusted back.
Yeah, I did the 3-knife challenge, but it was a long time ago.
I did 20. I'm getting tired.
There,
I have
so-
a lot of knives.
yeah.
I have everything from machetes to, I forgot, bally songs to that Chinese one, the spring dagger that nobody ever seen before.
She says her Klingon knife is the curved kind with two blades.
Yeah.
Curved kind with two blades.
It's like the
Oh, that
Chinese
would.
method.
Okay, that would be. See if I can get it here.
There we go.
Yeah.
They
Oh,
ripped
you
it up.
must collect them too, huh, Gil?
I just got it up on the. I just brought it up on YouTube. I mean, on Google.
Uh,
That's on my other monitor.
Yep.
Just
They
yeah,
stole it
that's
from
my other
China.
monitor. I got one too. See right here.
Yeah, actually it's a kung fu sword for the Shaolin monks.
Yeah.
There we go.
I know too much martial arts stuff. I don't want to do that again. I like the ninja stuff more better because they were farmers, so they had to use everything they use on hand, from steaks to rice beaters. Nunchucks we used to flail rice.
Yeah, that's a farming tool.
Yep. And then you have the size, which was a boat pin. As you look at it, it fits right into the hole to hold the boat, and you pull that out. And then everybody have staffs. Everybody had nets. I know some weird stuff too, like the tubes, not blowguns, but you blow rice flour, mustard, and salt into a person's face.
Oof.
Early form of tear gas. And if you're really nasty, you put ground glass in it.
Yeah. The closest I really came for studying martial arts was 2 Saturdays back when I was a young teenager. My grandmother took me over to Oakland from Martinez to see this new young martial arts instructor. I was there for 2 Saturdays, and I had to go back down to Southern California. His name was Bruce Lee.
You can get, hey, Alana, you can get
2 Saturdays, and I didn't know who I was learning from.
get a machete over at Wally's World. Go back in their camping session. I think they're like $5.
You want to hear?
Harbor Freight has machetes.
Yeah, Harbor Freight has a better one, probably. Yeah.
You want to hear a funny story, Gil?
Yeah.
My old seafood kicked Bruce Lee's ass. Sorry for the language, but Bruce Lee was cocky. He came to Stockton one time when I was a little kid, and he says, "Who's the teacher here?" And my seafood was an old guy, about 90 years old. And he says, "I am." And Bruce Lee looked at him like, "You got to be kidding." And he says, "Yeah, I'm mastering like 4 of them." And he says, "How good are you at Eskrima?" And then about 2 seconds later, Bruce Lee was on the floor. You don't mess with the old guys. Especially the old guys.
What was the saying? Old age, experience, and dirty tricks will win out over youth and exuberance.
What's that?
Yep.
Even Machete's great, man? October 21st. Yeah, I think I remember seeing that on that video, Ryan. What do you mean your Walmart went out of business?
Minnesota.
They got to turn it into a FEMA camp, right?
Could be.
That conspiracy theory stuff.
I can't remember who made a pretty good machete from Guatemala. I can't remember the name. It's for Marble brand. They have a nice little bolo machete. I like using it. It fits my hand pretty good. I used to use kukuris, but I have arthritis, so that's from punching into. That seafood taught me how to do the 1-inch punch. and I freak out kids at my grandnephews. Sometimes you can see the scars on my hand, but I used to go like this into cinder block and shatter it. I don't do that anymore. I like to move my fingers.
So, Gray Man, Harbor Freight's folding pocket knives are the ones being recalled, huh?
Yep.
That's why I never got them there.
Oh, that folding pocket knife. Oh yeah, that cheap thing. Yep.
I mean, like that. This is the cheapest thing I want to go with.
I got KFAB, a really nice little folding knife, the shark tooth, but I think that's Korean. And then the fork and knife one. Getting too old.
Gray Man, I learned the 1-inch punch from Pai Mei.
Pai Mei.
Kill Bill.
Yep.
Yeah. Uncle, did you see my my 3-knife challenge?
Yes.
You saw my most thing at the end there. Yeah, that was made by Hanzu. That's a Hanzu sword.
All right, I think I'm gonna close her down, guys. I'm getting tired.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's getting late here too. I need to. Oh, I can't do anything more because it's still going to be frozen out there.
I gotta check my batteries.
All righty.
Uncle Al's gonna get dark anyway, so.
All right.
Thanks for hanging out, guys.
Not a problem.
I'll see you guys. I'll be on at
Thanks,
about
folks.
1 tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah,
I do a topic day that day, so we'll talk about prepping or something tomorrow.
I could still be in the dark.
It'll be light though for you.
Yeah, but I need power for this stuff.
Hey, Uncle, do you have a solar panel?
Yes, and they're using it to charge up the house batteries.
All right.
All right, guys. Talk to you tomorrow.
Bye, all.
Bye.
Where's the